Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, and I want to reach out to all of you and see how all of you are doing. And I hope you're able to get out in nature. I know in my area, I'm only going to be running in and out, because today in my area is going to be a rainy day throughout the day, and I have a going away party. My son's going to be moving away. So that is what I'm going to be doing today, and is that we're going to get together and say goodbye, so it's only going to be a week away from today is when he's really going to be leaving. So anyway, I just want to, I don't know what the weather is like in your area, and if it's not raining or, like today I have a party to go to. Like I said, I'll be in and out, and I'll be spending time with my kids, so today I won't be taking a hike. I wasn't able to do my yoga or meditation outside, so I had to do that inside. So that was very difficult because I'm always hitting a fan in my apartment because I have a ceiling fan, and anytime I got to stretch up, uh, So anyway, I do love all of you, and if you really want to help the world, and want it to be a better, healthier place, like a be the change that you want to see in the world, please like my video, and that way these videos can get sent out, because I'm only here really to help people, like to inspire them, and so it really would help my YouTube channel if you like the videos, that way this can get sent out to other people, and so anyway, you could like this video, you could give it a thumbs up, you could share this video, you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, you can leave a message down below, plus you can ring a notification bell, and you can also get in touch with me at Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Facebook at Kathy Dingman with a K, Kathy with a K Dingman. Sorry about that. I'm like my time is short today. So on Facebook, you can get in touch with me at Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. So I am so sorry. I have to leave right after this video. And so anyway, this video is about, like being afraid of what other people think. And you really can't tell. Hang on, I'm going to just do something really quick. Don't go anywhere. I got to do two things. I just wanted to add more light here. Like I said, I'm really in a rush today. And so anyway, I'll have my lights back here. I'm like trying to do so many things. So there's my lights. And as you see, Starlight changed her hair color. It was a quick job. I did this all by myself, and I'll never do this. I love the hair color. So, but, that's the reason why I decided, you can't really tell, though, really the color, but look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So Starlight loves the color. I didn't know what to do my hair color. I kind of wanted a pink, but my hair is so dark, and I would really have to bleach my hair first. But I bought this stuff just to kind of a one-time kind of thing. It's really, like you spray it on your hair. That way I didn't really have to have anybody do it, to help me out with this, but I did learn some lessons on this, doing my hair like this. Like I said, I wouldn't buy that product again, and that's why I decided to make this video. Would you believe how many years it's been that I wanted to change my hair color, like any color, like a pretty pink or even blue, I have blue eyes, so pink. I do have some wigs in my apartment because I did want to make a fun video for you with a beautiful pink, but the one wig was so cheap and it looked so funky on me. I did take some pictures, of myself with that pink wig, and then, you know, I have a few different pink wigs, but I don't want to go out in public wearing a pink wig. So I dyed not dyed really, it's just a spray on stuff, and, you know, I learned some valuable lessons about using that product. But anyway, it's about fear of what other people think. Maybe you're like me, where you're like, sorry, like I said, I'm like trying to do everything quick today. Is you know, maybe you're going through something like was going through, where I'm like, you know, like what are people gonna think when they see me with pink hair? You know, anytime I go out in public, if I see a guy or a girl and they change their hair color, I just went up to a lady this week sometime at Walmart, and it was an older lady. She said she's in her 60s, and she goes, you know what, when I turned 60, I just started doing all kinds of stuff, you know? So she's not fearing anymore. You know, she's getting out of herself, and I'm like, yes, do it, you know, just do it. You know, so this is what the message is. Do it. Just, you know, as long as it's safe. I'm not telling you to go out and do something crazy and bad. You know, like don't go out and go try different drugs and stuff like that. Marijuana is pretty safe, but, you know, there's some, you know, I did make some videos on marijuana. So if you've never tried marijuana and you want to try it, you know, if you want to work on your life, it's not the greatest thing to really do, because it will kind of trip you up, because that's the reason why I quit on my own, is because it was tripping me up. I got so many other things to do, you know, so smoking pot can actually kind of trip you up, because you might not be motivated at the time to do that. There's certain things I could not do if I was high, you know, and but you can get some insights and like downloads by using marijuana. So that's where I would encourage it. But if you're working on your life, you want to better your life, it can trip you up, you know, because there's things, like I said, I cannot do if I'm stoned on pot or marijuana, you know. But other drugs, I definitely do not. You know, I'm totally against any other drugs out there. I would never do LSD again, or crack, or any of that, you know, coke, snorting, you know, absolutely not. You know, so marijuana is probably the safest thing out there, and things can happen. So you should really watch those videos that I made. You know, it would be on my playlist where it says drugs. So that's where you're going to find that. And anyway, you know, like this week here, I was like going in stores trying to figure out, you know, that a lady did encourage me about, she did her hair on her own. And I'm like, you know, because I was thinking about having somebody do it for me, you know, to do my hair, to go out and get you know, I would have to get bleached to bleach my hair first. And then, you know, after that, to color it. And it's pretty expensive, because it only lasts so long, you know, to do that. So that was another fear that I was having, is it's too expensive, you know, to go out, and it only lasts for so long, you know. So that's what this video is about. Like, this here didn't cost a lot, but I do not like the product at all. So I'll never do the spray on like this. You know, today's a rainy day. This is not, you know, I would not want to go out and get my hair wet today. Or Starlight's going to turn pink. You know, so that's what this would do. I wouldn't even want to go on my pillow tonight, because my pillow would probably turn pink. So it is a lesson. But, you know, I definitely love the look, you know, even though you can't really tell there. I mean, like, but I love pink. So anyway, what are you afraid of, and what, you know, like, are you afraid of what other people are going to think? Maybe you want to, you know, date somebody that is not your skin color, you know, and, you know, and that does happen. And you see it more these days, you know. I really didn't know what to think of it when I was younger. And now, you know, because I've matured and, you know, understand things more, is that we've been brainwashed to believe a certain way about, you know, people with different skin colors, or, you know, like different countries and stuff like that, or speak different languages. Now, for me, you know, I really wouldn't want to go with somebody that spoke another language, because how do I know what they're saying to me if I don't know, you know? So that's the reason why I would never really want to, you know, like if they had a couple different languages, but if they were being mean to me and they spoke English the whole time and then they decided to speak another language, I'd be like, what did they just tell me? You know, so and that would be really wrong, you know, like, and some people might do that out in public where, you know, they speak English, but then when they are around you, they speak in their language, you know, a different language, and you don't know what they're saying, you know. So sometimes that can kind of be rude, you know, like being out, especially if you do speak English, you know. So there, I do have other opinions, but I'm not going to share those with you about that. Anyway, because today it's about like, are you afraid of what other people think? You know, like I said, maybe you want to change your hair color. I'm just going to see how you can't actually. Maybe you want to, you know, like I did this when I was 16. I did, or even younger than 16. My hair was really super short, and I just had the Halloween spray paint, and I spray painted my hair a little blue. Not a lot, but I loved the blue, you know, so who knows. I did tell people, but I can't remember what video it was that I said I had a surprise. Well, this was the surprise that I wanted to dye my hair like a pink. Um, I do like this color. I didn't think I was going to do this color, but the light pink, I would really need to, you know, like bleach my hair first. So because today is going to be the last day to see my kids, you know, letting them go, is I said, I'm going to do it today, you know. So today is going to be a busy day for me. And I just got to say, you know, like, what is it, you know, that you know, do you go around and, like, go around and see if you got other people's approval for different things? You know, are you going around and, like, you know, maybe you don't go and say, hey, what do you think about this? Maybe you're like, hey, you know, like, you're thinking about doing something like I did. So I'm guilty. Yeah, you know, like I went and I told some people, yeah, you know what? I want to dye my hair pink. How was the response? You know, I got a little, you know, like I didn't tell a whole lot of people because I really don't have a lot of people in my circle. But, you know, I didn't get a good response from somebody, like they were embarrassed, you know, like if I got my, why would you be embarrassed if I got my hair? It's me that's getting, I mean, you can see, tell I got like pink hands here a little bit. Is why would you be embarrassed if I got my hair pink? You know, if I'm hanging out with you, would you be embarrassed because, you know, you're standing with somebody with pink hair, you know? So you really do. You gotta, you know, I'm thinking also about a different hairstyle. I really do. I'm thinking about doing something different, you know, something, there's some hairstyles I do like. I just gotta figure out, you know, like, what is it that Starlight would like to do, a different look. Because I am changing, you know, to better myself. You know, I'm becoming my greatest version, you know, being that change that I want to see in the world. So maybe you want to get a haircut, you know, maybe you want to switch it up. Maybe you want your hair shorter. I do love long hair, just that my hair is thinning out. So really having it, you know, like long might not look the greatest on me right now. So I might have to, you know, like have it this length. And it's not, you know, it's like I'm a little past shoulder length, and my hair's a little curly. I straightened it out before I did the spray, but I definitely don't want to use my hot iron after I sprayed my hair pink. So that's why I had it a little curly today, you know. So yeah, is that don't be afraid of what other people think, because you know what? When I got done spraying this, I was like, ooh, I love this. You know, and so I'm always encouraging people out in the stores, you know, anywhere I go out in public, you know, I see some guys with blue hair. And it's like, I love your blue hair, you know, and I've had so many of the women, you know, especially tell me, like the one lady, she had gray silver hair, but she got a tint of pink in it, and I'm like, ooh, I love your hair. And, we got done talking and she goes, just do it. I've had so many women just say, just do it. And, but to be honest with you, I just guess I was kind of afraid to just do it, you know. So I am doing it today, but I definitely do not want to get caught in the rain on a day, I would turn pink. That would be definitely a way to get some attention, right? This pink chick walking down the street, like, this girl's pink, pretty in pink, right? So anyway, besides changing up the way you look, some people, they get Starlight, just to let you know, the only holes that I have is right here. I don't have any nose piercings. I don't have any, I did that, right? I stuck my tongue out. I don't have any piercings in my tongues or anywhere else. I didn't really know this stuff, but my first time going to a nude beach, I didn't know. I went to a nude beach and I'm like, I didn't know women did that. It's like, whoa, whoa, it's exactly what was going on. So no piercing anywhere on my body except for my ears, but maybe you're thinking about, piercing different body parts, like people have them up here, in their nose. I do know some people that have them in their nose or on their tongue. I don't, maybe there's people that have them, on other body parts, but I'm not, they never, it's not like they're going to say, yeah, I have thought about getting piercings in different places, but I'm glad I didn't do that. You know, um, so it is kind of funny is people do those things or, tattoos. I don't have one tattoo on my body, not at all. And I'm glad I never did. And I can't tell you what to do with your body. If you want to get a tattoo, then, don't be afraid of what I think or what your family thinks or anybody thinks. It's your body. Me personally, I just like artwork on a, like on a wall, like a picture, or, like, sometimes people might make, other things with artwork, maybe jewelry, like a nice, beautiful artwork or something. But I really don't want that on my body, and because I'm gonna, one of these days, I am young, but, later on I'm gonna be getting older and, my skin is gonna get wrinkly. And so I was thinking of that reason why I never got any tattoos, you know, and, but you know what? I cannot tell you what to do. Both of my kids have tattoos. Did I? It's not, they're adults now. They can do whatever they want, with their bodies, and I was shocked, because, I went to church and it was in the Bible about not getting any, even, like, tattoos, but I believe that might have been the Old Testament, if I'm correct, and piercings, that might have been from the Old Testament, so God gave us a free will. You have a free will to do whatever you want as long as you're not going to go out and hurt yourself. So I encourage you, if you want to go and try different things, don't go and seek other people's approval to go out and do those things, because it's your life. And when I went and bought the, sorry, when I bet, sorry about that, is when I bought the hairspray for this, is I let the lady at the store in my area know, yeah, this is my, like I'm a virgin here, like it's my first time trying this, and she was such a sweetheart, sometimes I'm amazed, because we look on the outward appearance, when we talk to people wondering how they're going to respond to something. And she responded a different way than I ever thought, like I didn't know her, I never met her, I never even go in that store, and she's like, you know what, you only live once. If you don't do something full-heartedly, like, just jump in and do it, you're not living really, so you want to break any fears that you have, like I had a video I just made yesterday, You know, but this is a little different, you know, because I did just dye my hair, you know, like pinkish color, you know, so you don't want other people, you know, to trip you up and, you know, like you might, you know, the person that you might have a higher love with, you know, you love everything about them and it's not about their skin color or their size. You know, Starlight is kind of picky, you know, when it comes to men on their size. Would you believe that, you know? And, but you know what? I'm changing that up. You know, I have always had, like, in any time that I ever was gonna, sorry, gonna itch there, like to try to be a friend with somebody first. You want to start a friendship first. You know, like on a dating app, is that I was always kind of like thinking of where they live first. You know, I needed to know. It wasn't about how much money they made or what they do for a living. That was the, you know, like that was important, but not the first thing that I would ask. So that's a red flag when men ask me that right off the bat. You know, not, you know, like how about where I live or, you know, like anything, what I like to do, but no, what I do for a living. You know, so that's a red flag for me when guys ask me that question. So, you know, I normally would pick men a certain size, body size. And why? Why is that, Starlight? Why a certain body size? Well, I'm a small girl. You know, I only weigh, like I just weighed myself, I'm probably about 115 right now, you know, and so on the size part is, you know, if you have a past, you know, like maybe you've been physically abused by men, is, you know, I kind of like said, you know what, I really want a guy around my size because that way, you know, I'd be able to defend myself. You know, that way I feel safer, you know. So it is kind of funny, the guy that I have a higher in love with is that he's everything opposite that I would ever in my life pick out. Everything. Everything is so backwards. So every day I kind of think, wow, this is funny. You know, I was at a beach yesterday and I seen a guy that was like similar, you know, size, maybe a little bit bigger. And I was like, huh, you know, yeah, that's funny, is that I have to get used to that, you know, that I am used to having men small, you know, because I figure, hey, I want to be able to, you know, like if they were going to be abusive, I want to defend myself and I want to be able to, you know, like, you know, like, you know, if a guy was too big, then, you know, it's not likely that I would be able to get out of that situation where if a guy was my size, you know, maybe I'd have a way of defending myself. So, you know, so you might be in love with somebody and maybe they're not the size that, you know, like you normally would pick out. You know, maybe, you know, other people, you're afraid of what other people would think of you know, all the other guys that I've seen you with, you know, they were like this type of person. But now I see that you're, well, you know, like what is up with this, you know? You know, so don't be afraid of what other people think. You know, it has nothing to do with the outwardness. And you do want to make sure you get to know the person, you know, before you get with them. You know, you don't want to just jump in and, hey, we're going out with each other already. You know, find out about them. You know, I've been learning about this man from, wow, you know, like 2017. You know, I've been learning stuff from 2000, you know, and here I am still, you know, like still here, you know, waiting, you know, it's here. It's just that, you know, like we're taking our time. What can I say? You know, so you don't want to really jump right into a relationship and move right in right away. And that's why we got so many problems in the world. Really, a lot of it is because that's what's going on. You know, a lot of people watch certain movies and stuff, and it does have an influence on them. You know, seeing how other people do things and thinking that's just the way it is, the way to do it. But you know, just because you see it out there, out in society, doesn't mean that that's the right way to do things. You know, so I've gone on not many dating apps, but I've been out there enough on one dating app mainly, and you know, that's how a lot of it goes. Is that, you know, like a lot of the guys just wanted to jump right in, you know, not to get to know each other, just to, like, really, whoa, wait a minute, dude, I don't even know you, let's, find out, like, if we have anything in common first. So, you want to take your time, and you should have some kind of, you got to have some kind of attraction. And there's, so, don't be afraid if you want to go with a guy that's bigger than what you're used to, don't worry about other people's opinions. Even though I'm clean right now, it might actually smell good. I don't even smell anything. But armpits, when you are out there and you're, like, especially if I got done with a hiking, and it's like 80 out, if I went and did that then, ooh, not really, females don't smell like guys do, but if a guy went out and did a workout, and you smelled his armpits, it's like, woo, onions, I don't know why I always think of onions when I, like, that's raunchy. Yeah, I don't know why I think of onions when I think of armpits, and I do love eating onions, don't worry about, the size of the person that you might be in love with. I did hear a radio station not too long ago with this guy. He's like, he goes, I fell in love with this girl, and she's not the size that I ever would want to go with, but it's that he's seen her inside, her heart space, and he's fallen in love with her inside, not the outside appearance. That's what it's about. It's not the outside, so, is that you want to, not worry about other people's opinions. And a lot of times with your thoughts, and they're not your own anyway. You might have, it might be a thought that you're thinking, and you're like, because you're thinking that what are other people going to think? Are they going to laugh at me or be embarrassed because I dyed my hair pink? Forget about it, They're going to, what are they going to do? Yeah, they can't do anything about it anyway. There's a lot of people that try to control us. Don't let other people control you on what you want to do out in life. You want to go out and try to get a certain job, go get it. As long as it's going to better your life. If it's a job that's going to bring you down, like you're not getting good money, like you're not going to be happy. If you got doubts about the job before you go get it, believe me, you're not going to be happy. If you're like, I need a job, though. You're not going to be happy. You might not even get the kind of money that, and then you're going to be a slave. Really, a slave is what you're going to end up being. And so I'm trying to think of other things that would, other people's opinions, maybe you want to move away, and like my son right now, he's going to be moving away. Today's the going away party. I encourage it. I could have said, oh, I was going to say his name, but I don't want to say his name. I could have said, son, please don't move. I'm going to miss you. Like, what am I going to do if you move away from me? Really. I'm going to be lonely. I won't be able to visit you anymore because I really won't. He's going far away. I'd have to take a plane, to go visit him. That ain't happening for a while, so it's not like I can just drive there in my car, to get there. They're going to drive there, but it's going to take days for them to do that. Then they got to go in a motel, and they're traveling with other people, so, you don't want to forget about if you want to move across the world, if you want to move in another country, do it. Starlight's going to be moving sometime. I am ready to, I want to get free from the Matrix. I want to, live out in the wilderness somewhere. I really do. I'm ready. I just heard a very beautiful video about getting off the grid. I'm here. I have wanted to get off the grid. I've been trying to figure this out my whole life, how to do it. Find me a place where there's water. I definitely need some water, land, You know, I wanted to live where there was no cell phone service at all, where you go there and nobody can track you there. I already found different places doing that. I was already thinking that years ago. If anything happened, Starlight was already ready. I just didn't want to be in the winter time. You know, like how you gonna? That's tough to live in the winter time. In the winter, without no, like you'd have to have lots of wood. I've seen homeless people living out here in Albany area without like wood to keep themselves warm, but mine, that would, like how are you going to clean up? You got to have, you know, I've done stand-up baths many times in my life when I was homeless, so, hey, if you want to move far away, move. Don't let me stop you or anybody else. So anyway, I do love all of you. I do have to run though because it's that time. You can give this video a thumbs up. Please like these videos because by liking my videos, you're helping me to reach out to other people. And you can share this video. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can leave a message down below. Don't forget the notification bell. And you can find me also. You can follow me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight. And also, you can send me a message on Facebook at Kathy with a K Digman Starlight. So anyway, I do love all of you. Hey, if you want to dye your hair purple, green, whatever, do it. I am encouraging you, and I do love this. I do want to do this again. So anyway, this is Starlight. Love and light. Peace.